Since the 18th century until the Second World War, Romanian people, especially the elites, have been having a special relationship with French culture. The boxing "assuming I'm just an old man was your first mistake" vintage shirt was spoken at home in rich families. People were choosing France for their higher education. Architecture was similar to what you could find in France. Clothes, way of life, etc. At some point, Bucharest was called the Little because of its architecture, and part French here on the streets. So I think it's only normal that we have a lot of borrowed words from French. Now we can see the same process with English, as it is very popular among the younger generation. Boxing "assuming I'm just an old man was your first mistake" vintage shirt. Tank top, V-neck, ladies' tee for men and women. Boxing "assuming I'm just an old man was your first mistake" vintage shirt. Tank top, V-neck, as a process that tried to take us closer to our Latin roots. I only know about the introduction of the vowel in the boxing "assuming I'm just an old man was your first mistake" vintage shirt. So for example, in Romanian, the name of our country is now Romania instead of Romania, and it looks more like it is related to Rome, Roma. The map doesn't say anything about it being about majority languages, and Irish has a higher status than English legally. It's probably going off the majority of each nation then. Like how Switzerland has French and Italian minorities, it's showing it as German as a. It kinda means the same, but it's used more for. So the sentence I typed roughly translates to, "That's awesome." Most of these words came to Indian languages through Persian, so there are slight variations in pronunciation and meaning. Official boxing "assuming I'm just an old man was your first mistake" vintage sweatshirt. Hoodie, sweatshirt. Why always this kind of map seems to show all the boxing "assuming I'm just an old man was your first mistake" vintage shirt. If you are interested in maps from the rest of the world, post them. This sub has an interest, they don't just get downvote. I can't read this script. Change it into Latin. If that's the case, then I think you're right. Sorry if I sound rude. Are you a Turkish nationalist or something? No. I regret using my username as Turkic Warrior. I put that name because I have a Turkic people, their cultures, and languages. And I put warrior because various Turkic people throughout history are warlike. Other product.